Okay, so obviously this video is being posted in one of the most weirdest times, because obviously if you guys don't know, today is, I guess, the day of love, and love is in the air. You guys already know there's probably hundreds of old couples and new couples just out there going for dinner and then doing the devil's tango. But let's be real here, guys. Honestly, as you guys may know, I am still single. Yes, I am single. A lot of you guys ask if I have a girlfriend like 80% of the time on my comment section, either on TikTok or on here, and you guys keep asking, oh, like, who's your girlfriend? Who's your girlfriend now? Guys, I'm still single. Like, I don't know what I have to do nowadays to get a girlfriend, but it seems to be that finding the perfect one is literally mission impossible. But before we get into the story, like I usually say, guys, make sure you guys do join in the Discord and the Twitch. Seriously, come in, come hang out in the Discord, come hang out with me, talk to me, because I started talking more in there. And also, you guys come in and, you know, talk to me about your guys' crazy life stories. I literally like hearing everyone's stories and, you know, hanging out with people. Anyways, guys, other than that, let's get straight into this. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to another crazy story. So today's Valentine's Day is about something that happened literally, I think, like 3 years ago. A reminder, I'm 20 years old now, and I'm turning 21 in May. So this was like, I think, when I was like 17, turning 18 soonish. And honestly, I think those are like my prime years of being the ultimate F-boy, or the ultimate king of doing the devil's tango. Because that's when I was really in like sicko mode. That's probably a really bad joke to say because of Travis Scott and whatever happened and stuff. But you know what? Anyways, I remember back in like my high school years, because I was still in high school when I was 17. I remember I was talking to this girl. Actually, funny enough, we were basically kind of together. I don't know. Every time I got into a relationship, I never made it like heavily official until one of us said the I love you card. And honestly, like, I don't know. It's one of the scariest things for me to hear the word I love you, because I don't know. It's a powerful word. Love is a powerful word. I think anyone knows that. Like, if you're going out saying it to every single girl or every single guy you meet, let's be real here, the value of it will drop immensely. And by immensely is like a big word. I should probably say something less smart. A lot. And this is a story about how a girl said it to me, but probably in the worst time and moment. And it was bad. Really bad, as you guys can see from the title. But anyways, like I was saying, so I was with this girl and she was outstanding. She was, you know, she was nice to me and stuff, and we always talked and stuff and hung out. But the thing about her is that she was a really quiet girl. Now, usually me being with someone so quiet is not common. I'm not gonna lie, I like girls that can have some banter or talk to me, you know what I mean? But when it came to this girl, she was quiet but attractive and cute. In a way, it was kind of like the advice my friend gave me, silent but deadly. And I guess this girl was all that combined. She was silent, but I didn't know about the deadly yet. To be honest, we never got that far into a relationship. I think the most we ever did was kiss, which, I mean, it was basic, you know, kind of weird for me not to get into her pants yet, but I mean, it was a different story. But going on, I remember one night specifically, it was the day of Valentine's Day, and she told me, hey, like, my parents aren't home, like, I don't know if you want to come over and like hang out and stuff. And in my head, I was kind of like, yeah, like, I'm kind of down for that. Like, it works. Like, why not? Because obviously I'm not gonna say no to a girl inviting me over to her house. Like, who would in reality? And obviously, you guys obviously know, like, when a girl invites me over, it's kind of like, hey, I want to do the devil's tango. That's basically what the message I got in my head. Sometimes it's not that, but you know, losers can't be choosers. But going on, like I was saying though, so she told me her parents weren't home, and you know, when she told me that, I was kind of excited because obviously, you know, who's not gonna take advantage of that? So I was like, yeah, sure, like, I'll come over. Like, what time? She told me to come around like 6:30 ish, and you know, around that time, I guess that's when her parents were leaving to go on their own dinner for Valentine's Day, which I mean was smart in a way, but to be honest, I'd rather go eat too. But like I was saying, you know, losers can't be choosers. And obviously at that time, I decided to go to her house, and I drove my car down there, and I got there. When I got there, I'm not gonna lie to you, she called me when I was in the car, and she's like, I see your car in the driveway, but don't come in yet. And I was like, why? Like, are your parents still home? She said, no, like, I just, like, there's cameras outside, and like, I'm nervous. I don't know if it's a good idea. And I'm like, okay, well, you can come out and, you know, we can go get dinner, like I said earlier. But she decided to say no, and she's like, no, like, it's fine, like, just sneak around the back and then come through the window. Bruh, you're telling me for me to see my own girl, I have to go through a window? I mean, realistically, like, I get it. Like, let's be real here. When I was 17, like, I didn't really care. Like, if I had to go through a window just to go do the devil's tango with a chick, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. So I went out back and I ended up climbing this like pole thing, and when I did, she opened the window and I hopped through the window. Obviously, I made a loud thud, but I guess no one was home technically, so I think it was fine. Or at least that's what she told me. Trust me, the story gets a lot worse. So going on, when she told me, like, you know, like, oh, like, no one's home, like, we should do something crazy and stuff, I remember looking around her room and like everything looked really girly-girlish, but then she opened up her closet and oh my gosh, I usually don't say that, but like, trust me, when it came to this girl in her closet, she had a lot of crazy things. For example, she literally had rope. She had some kind of ball with like a strap on it. I don't know. There was like a lot of stuff in there. And there's some things that, let's just say, if she wanted to do it on me or me be bottom, it's possible. But obviously, you know, I stood my ground, guys. Don't worry. Never doing it up there. No square. Literally my no square. But going on though, like she had a lot of weaponry. We're gonna call it weaponry because I don't know about monetization for this video, but we're gonna play it safe today. So going on, I remember, you know, I started doing my thing, you know, we started talking, and then we started like, you know, doing basically the devil's tango. But before I actually got to do anything, she told me to wear a blindfold. Now this is where I got scared because me wearing a blindfold isn't really something I like doing. I like to see what I'm working with, ladies and gentlemen, but apparently she was all good with it. She's like, just do it, like trust me, like it's gonna be fine. Oh boy. So obviously I put on the blindfold, and next minute I feel rope going around my arms. And when there was rope going around my arms, she started, you know, doing her thing, and let's just say I was laying there like a dead body, literally a dead body, as she was just doing her thing. Then I want to say like she was making a lot of noise and stuff, and then that's when she said it. She said it mid devil's tango, and she said the words to me, I love you. Bruh, what? She said it mid devil's tango. Like I was already scared enough. Like this was like a no for me. I'm gonna be brutally honest here, because like, let's be real here, when you're seeing a person for like, I don't know, I was probably seeing her for like 2 months at this point, saying the I love you was just a no square for me. Like I don't know, I feel like it was too early, you know what I mean? It kind of gave me fear in my chest. But going on, I was tied up and she did that and she said it out loud. And me, my eyes opened wide inside that blindfold. And I'm like, in my head, I was thinking like, there is no way she just said, like, there is no way. Like, what? Are you serious? Is my eggplant that powerful? I don't know. Honestly, in my head, I was just thinking a million things at once. But then I heard a door open. Now, this is where I started being scared because she was loud. Don't get me wrong. But I heard a door open. And I know I did. From the bottom of my heart, I knew there was a door that opened. And in my head, I'm thinking, do I tell her right now the door opened? Do I tell her when she's off me? Like, when do I say this? But she kept doing her thing and she kept doing the devil's tango. Okay, that's the most times I've said devil's tango in a story, but trust me, it's worth it. And she kept going and she kept doing her thing. And I remember the door that was so close to us, I ended up hearing open. And the next minute, with me having a blindfold on, I just heard a little boy's voice. A little boy's voice. And I got terrified because I thought she had like a voice change or something, but no. Her little brother opened the door. The literal door that I was in, tied up, butt naked. Like, it was the most scariest thing in the world. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, my heart was beating through my chest. Like, oh my goodness, there's a little boy right now looking at me and see my large eggplant, and I'm literally just sitting here laying down. I'm gonna die. Like, that was like literally my thought process. But the next minute, I heard her hop off me, and she's like, oh my goodness, like, what are you doing? Like, she started like freaking out and stuff, and then like she literally walked her like little brother out naked to another room and locked her in the room. Now you guys probably think, okay, like problem solved. The little brother's out of the room. No, it gets worse. It gets way worse. Because the next minute, I'm hearing the phone dial, and I'm hearing like a home phone dial going beep, 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 beep. And I just hear that over and over. And I'm like, dude, I think your little brother's calling someone. And at that point, I told the girl like, yo, just take off my blindfold right now. Like, I need to see what's going on. She takes off the blindfold. I just see her standing there, like, you know, basically wearing some kind of weird outfit. I don't even know. Like, she wasn't like naked, but she was wearing something apparently. And I just see and hear the little brother on the phone calling his parents, his literal parents that went out for a Valentine's Day dinner. At that point, I knew I was screwed. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I am not doing this. But then the girl I was with was telling me like, oh, like, just calm down. Like, it's fine. Like, you're gonna be okay. And then in my head, I'm thinking like, no, I'm not gonna be okay. Like, this is bad. So obviously she gets back up and she walks her little brother back into the room again. And then I end up literally like laying there with my arms tied, basically like, okay, I'm going to leave. So what I do is I literally like kind of like move my arm up. Like I did kind of like a pull up on the bed, and I started biting the rope off, and like not like biting it like, oh, like super teeth. Like, no, like I literally like kind of like nibbled on it and pulled. And when I did, I managed to get myself out. So I wore my pants and I literally held my t-shirt on my hand and I jumped out the window. I jumped out the damn window. And when I did, I remember I jumped out the window, I ran into my car and I got in there, turned up my music and left. I left there so quick. You guys have no idea. Like, usually I don't speed in my car. By the way, at the time it was the Toyota Celica I had. But at the time I wouldn't usually speed, but this is one of those times where I had to speed. And I drove out of there like it was nothing. And obviously the next day she ended up coming up to me at school and she's like, hey, like, I just want to like talk about the other day. And I'm not gonna lie, the only thing that really got me like kind of worried was the part where she said she loved me. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, after like a week after that, I told her like I'm not ready to get myself into something heavy. And that right there was probably my worst Valentine's Day I ever had. Now, obviously, I hope you guys have a better Valentine's Day than me. But seriously, hope you guys had a good time. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for listening. And also, like I said earlier, join the Discord server, join the Twitch streams, come join in and watch these story times and talk to me about these story times whenever you want. Now, like I always say, fall for more embarrassing stories. Peace.